Hi all, good to see you again. You'll probably see on my Facebook page that I've been doing a 7 1/4 coal wagon, talking about knee irons and curb rails and all that type of thing. So to cut a long story short, the curb rail is the long piece that goes on the outside of the floor planks, and it kind of latches onto the headstocks at both ends. And that's secured into the sole bars with some studs, which look like that. Which I don't know if you can see that. It's 7BA both ends, about 1.5 inches long. There, you see that. So this little video I'm going to show you, because you have to do quite a lot of them. Same as the end pillars are held on with two 7BA studs at the bottom to hold them vertical for the planks to go up the on the ends. For me to get them right, or the right length, and because I don't know if you can buy them or not. You probably could. For me to get them the right diameter, so they look scale, it works out about 7BA, 332 rod, and then I'll put a thread on each end. So I'll cut them all up into chunks, which there's some I prepared earlier. These haven't been put through the lathe yet for threading. There, look. There we go. Yeah, so I haven't put them through the lathe yet, but this little set here, you can see there, they've already got the thread on. Let me get it in focus. There we go. They've already got the thread on both ends on those ones. These ones are for the end pillars, so they're 1.5 inches long. They're a bit shorter. It's 1 5/8 inches for the curb rail into the sole bar. And what that does, then, that pulls the curb rail into the frames. It kind of squeezes the floor planks. The floor planks are secured down as well, but it kind of pulls it all in nice and tight. And on, I don't know if you've really taken any notice of any of the works drawings I've been working from. There's also a stay that goes all the way through one of the side straps. It goes through the curb rail, it goes through the sole bar, it goes through the longitudinal centres in the middle, pops out through the other sole bar and then the other curb rail, and then attaches. And it's basically, it's pulling the planks on the sides in, it's pulling the curb rails in, so it's squeezing onto the floor plank, so it all pulls in together that way. The ones in your end pillars, if you did it by the works drawings, it would go at the bottom of the end pillar, it would go all the way through the diagonal that's in the frame and go to the longitude, the side, to the width stretches that are near the middle. It would go up to there and it would pull the end pillars in. With our little wagons, you tend not to need to do that. Plus as well, which I've tried it before in another wagon, drilling through a diagonal in line with where the end pillar needs to be and pop out at the other side so it's all in a straight line is very difficult. I need to kind of get a jig set up so that the 70 odd degrees that diagonal's at, I get the hole right through it nice and squarely. I have got a long series drill to get through, but I can't go from the headstock, mark it, take it out, drill it, put it back in and mess about. So yeah, so check out this little video of doing them. I hope it helps, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Right, adding a bit on, because I forgot something that's quite bloody important, to be fair. When you're putting the studs in and you've got your curb rail and your sole bar, you're going to want one of them. and you'll see it marked on a works drawing as a square with an X through it, because you're looking through it that way. Okay, and what this does, and I've got a bit of a mock-up now, offcut of curb rail, yeah, that wedge will go in there like that. The sole bar, let me try and balance this all up for you. The sole bar kind of sits up like so, yeah, so it's higher than that, and there's a gap, yeah. The stud goes through all three, yeah, like so, and yeah, floor plank sits on there, and it basically marries up with the same height as your curb rail. Get it? Hope that makes sense. Yeah, curb rail, sole bar, packing piece or spacer, floor plank, and that stud will go through all of them. There's just enough room on that to put a nut on each end. Yeah, all makes sense. See you next time. I'll try not to miss out on the next video. Ta-da.